Welcome back to the Glint Standard podcast. This month we're going to be talking about why busy feels productive, or more specifically, are you overworked or just misaligned? Miriam, welcome.
Hi.
We haven't seen you in a while.
I've been hiding.
Yeah, we had to get the fun people back in the podcast, whatever.
It's the first one of the year, so of course, I had to be the first one.
Not to talk trash to like Jonathan or Craig, but we got to bring it back, put some spice in some people's lives, kick it off right.
Mm-hmm.
And this was your suggested topic.
Yeah.
It's really, are you overworked or are you misaligned? Because the people around this office, we kind of know Miriam as like the queen of scheduling. She had, you have like 3 calendars.
Listen, I have spreadsheets, calendars, notes for my calendars.
Yeah.
I have my planner that I carry with me. So it feels, again, kind of going with what we're saying, to help feel the busy or kind of organize the busy.
Yeah, because, you're like one of the busiest people I know. So if anyone's going to talk about aligning, your strategy or whatever with actionable tasks, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
You get right to the point. You don't want to dilly-dally, waste time doing tasks that don't really matter.
Facts.
So I have some questions. When was the last time you had a day where you were insanely busy?
Yeah.
But you kind of, you ended the day and you're like, what did I even do today?
Listen, I can't even tell you, especially with it being January, and we're at the beginning of planning and creating strategies for a lot of our clients, but we still have things kind of lingering from the end of Q4, and we're trying to tie that up and then kind of, create for the future and look like 12 months down the road. And it's just like, it feels, there's at least 2 or 3 times during the week where I'm just like, I know I did stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I know I got things done.
Yeah.
What did I get done?
Yeah.
I don't, it's just like, sometimes you run through so much. I feel like especially here because, with the agency, you have, one client, then the next client, and then it's just like your brain is constantly going from one thing to the other. Mm-hmm. And so it's like you do complete a task, but it's just like a part of the huge task. It takes
so much.
Yes.
That's what I'd say. Like, it's, you have this, let's say, your task is a video, and then there's 18 subtasks to do, and you do that subtask, and then you're doing it for a different client, and you're like, it's one of those things where, but you can get it mixed up sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Where, I love closing a task.
Oh my gosh.
Like that dopamine hit where you're like, done.
Yes.
And so sometimes, I was in the habit, I'm not like this as much anymore, but I'd love to make a task that it's not really a task,
I'm guilty.
Click it off, and it's like, I did it.
I
closed 20 tasks today.
Listen, I know you Jake is like ClickUp, okay? Like that's his jam, okay? And we love ClickUp because it keeps us as a team organized. But for me personally, I'm still very old school. Give me a good list that I can I write down, especially when you have, we've talked about, a million things for one task, it gets so daunting. So you can sit down and I can be like, okay, I know for sure I can knock out 2 posts, because, I do social. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I can knock out 2 posts for this client, right? Okay, let me, I need to do, at least 2 more weeks worth of this. Or I need to do, and so it's like you take those big, how you say, the big task, and you only focus on those little tasks that you have to check off. And like, yes, instant dopamine, instant hit of like, yes, I did something, I got it done, I got it to check. And for me, it's like crossing it out or checking it off. I'm like, yes, girl, you did that.
One of the things I did want to talk about this too is because if we have a production meeting every week, and you love saying, or you love being like, guys, let's sit and let's think about this as a team.
Yes. Yes.
Let's not just get it done. That's, we hear that from Craig a lot. We're not an agency that just gets stuff done. I mean, we get stuff done, but like, we
doing it for the sake of doing it.
Yes. We're not about that. And so one of my other questions was, why do you think people get so uncomfortable with, taking time to think about how to solve a problem?
Yeah.
I feel like people are like, oh, do we need a meeting for this? And it's like, yeah, it's important.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to have a strategy in place.
Yes.
We need to, focus. And I think that's the title of the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you overworked or are you misaligned?
Yeah.
If you're doing a bunch of work that doesn't go with your strategy.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah.
Right? That's where the busy comes in, right?
Yes.
And like, when I tell you guys, like, we got to sit down, let's think about it. For me, and it's the thing that, like you said, Craig always mentions, it's intentionality, right? It's like there needs to be a purpose. We're not just here to like throw everything at the wall and see what sticks, because at the end of the day, that's not strategy. That's just, again, adding to the noise. And I mean, blog, you push here, but like we talk about that, right? Like how to get rid of some of that extra noise, how to fade out. You have execs coming at you like, hey, we need results. We need you to get, we need these KPIs up. We need, our numbers, our click-throughs, all of these, right? Like all of these different measures. Like we need those. Like, where are the numbers? Where are the numbers?
Right.
Why is it not showing, right? And sometimes it's like, dude, we just implemented this like less than 30 days ago, right? And sometimes what people forget, and I feel like it has to do with kind of our current attention span of just how quickly people are expecting turnaround for a lot of these things.
Yeah.
And, especially like online digital ads, anything that really needs some time to sit and get momentum, people are just not, like, they're not allowing that to be what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I think
just going off of that also, I think it's a thing of, hustle culture.
Yes.
Where you got to work so hard, you got to put in 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've gone through this where, let's say we make like a fun TikTok trend, right?
Yeah.
And you farm them out, you're like, you see it, you make them, and it's like a bunch of effort, right?
Yep.
And that, sure, it might get views, but what is the value?
Yeah.
Are you a business, or are you just trying to entertain someone on TikTok for a minute?
Yeah.
And you see where we're driving towards one solution.
Yeah.
And the posts that are fun, they don't fix that problem. They don't get to that solution, I'd say. Whereas like a post with like a call to action, you see much more results that way. I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it goes back to what we're saying about the intentionality, right? Like, you can show something trendy. You can do like kind of like those quick fixes that we're talking about, right? But like quick fix after quick fix after quick fix, at what point are you actually doing the concrete foundational work that's going to get you the long-term results that you're looking for? That one video, okay, cool, we got 1,000 views, but how many people did it get through the door? How many, whatever, we have we have the credit union clients, like how many products did we get people to sign up for? Right? How many services did that push? Like, it's cool, everybody wants to do it because they're like, oh, look, so-and-so, they got, 3,000 views, they got, 5,000 views, and it's like, okay, cool, but like, how is that going to transition? Like, how does that translate into numbers for you, to success for you, right? And again, it's quick fix after quick fix that really at the end of the day don't do anything.
And they also, these quick fixes, after a while, they turn into the problem. you know? But like it's like, you can patch a tire so much until, it's done and you just ran into the median or whatever.
Yeah. You stop. Let's
you have to.
Yeah, it's a halt. And like if we look at it from the strategy point, like that's what it is. It halts your whole strategy.
Yes.
It puts the main things that you were supposed to be focusing on, the main things that really do give you, like we said, the long-term results. It puts that at a complete standstill.
Yeah.
And then now
you have to go and read.
Yes.
You'd much rather, get your tires rotated and it takes like an hour than to be stuck on the highway and have to call like a tow truck. Just metaphor, but it's like it might be annoying now. Do I have to go get my tires rotated? But it could be much worse. So you have to sometimes, and that's what it is. Sometimes you got to sit down, have that strategy meeting. And really align yourselves so you're not just doing that busy work.
And as an agency, like that's what we try to be, right?
Yeah.
We kind of try to be that pit crew for you where we going with your metaphor, like to stop you and be like, okay, cool. Like this is a moment where we're like, hey, let's look at the car and see where we're having an issue, right?
Yeah.
What's causing us some friction? What's slowing us down? What upgrades do we do are like, absolutely necessary, and which ones are quick fixes that really aren't going to do anything for us in the long run.
So, okay, I want to, great conversation.
Always.
Pat ourselves on the shoulder. But let's move on to a little segment, and it's just really fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
I'll just say,
lightning round.
Yeah, just do it real fast, and if you don't answer fast, we're cutting the whole segment.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just joking. Whatever. My bad.
The pressure.
Okay. Real progress usually feels blank.
Real progress usually feels like no progress sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like people get too caught up on the big picture of it. Like let's take a race for example, right?
Yeah.
You're running a 5K and you're at the 1K and you look at it and you're like, God, I still have all of this way to go, instead of being like, oh man, I just ran and got past this much, right? And sometimes when we focus too much on the big, we forget to see those little wins that are getting us towards that bigger goal.
I mean, even in our production meeting today, it was very much that, there's a thing we've been working on for, a week and a half. And, last week I'm like, is this ever going to get done?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, honestly, is it ever going to happen?
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, where are we on that? Oh, it's completed. And, there's something, and it's just mentally, that's just on me.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a win. But, you should feel good about that, I guess. Just side note, it's just like, it's done. We did it, And don't just like, all right, on to the next. Just be like, all right, we're chopping down that tree.
Yes.
We're getting to it.
Yes.
Because that project being done opens the door to all the other projects to start, which can be overwhelming. But it's good to have that, that path.
Yeah.
And that, staying aligned with the goals.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Well, okay, you can ask me this one. You can ask me this one.
Okay, the most people stay busy to avoid?
I think actually working.
Yeah. Why was I thinking the same thing?
I mean, it's so how many times, not even in advertising. I'm talking about
just in general, just
life. I'm so busy, I can't. Whenever I was at a server back in the day, I can't take that table right now. I can't run that food. I gotta wrap silverware.
Yeah.
And it's like we have 1,500 pairs of silverware wrapped.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got so much stuff to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think it's like that. And people love, to brag about how busy.
I think that's what it is. And it goes back to how you were talking about that hustle mentality.
Yeah.
Right? The busier you say that you are, even though it's again, quantifying what that busy actually is.
Yeah.
But it's just being able to be like, oh no, dude, there's so much on my plate.
I got so much to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have friends like that. I'm calling them out,
Yeah.
I'm sending them this clip.
Oh,
but,
yeah. This one's for you, buddy.
I mean, you're 25 years old and you're going to bed at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because you're so busy at work.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a Friday.
Yeah.
Like, just play like one more video game with me. Like, you're not that busy.
Yeah.
Are you the president of the United States?
Listen,
But
I
it's
gotta
even
go
that
like
stuff.
Because it's like 9:30 and I'm asleep.
No.
But that's because I'm old.
I'm like, just one time.
Yeah.
You're gonna be more tired later.
Yep.
But I'm like, just one time, just stay up.
Yeah.
One more game.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe I'm, the little devil on their shoulder. I should probably be in bed too.
Yeah, but listen, sometimes you need that, right? Because you are. Like, it's, again, I think it's like taking some things that aren't that serious too serious.
Yes.
That, again, are what lead to you misaligning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, sometimes, what do they say? Like, if you, like, no all work and no play.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
exactly, yeah. You get burnt out. Whatever it is. I mean, that's not a work example. But it's not yours, mine.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's still the same thing here or anywhere, really, right? Like, it's just like, if you're focused on is just like how much of it is, and again, not really looking at, okay, this is what I've gotten done, or being able to just, that, like we said, that instant dopamine of like, no, I did actually check some things off.
Yeah.
Did I get the whole thing of the project done? No, but I chopped away at it, and I got closer to getting done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just, maybe they just aren't my friends.
I think that's a different podcast.
Guys,
that's a different conversation.
Please help in the comments, please.
He needs friends to play with, I guess.
Anybody play any please. No, I'm just joking. Okay, what was the moment that busy stopped working for you?
Honestly, like, being so for real, I think is when I felt like it was like truly taking like a mental and emotional toll on me.
Yeah.
Right? Where it was just like I was over stressing for being so busy without analyzing what was actually keeping me busy.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, I try to prioritize, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at deadlines, I look at different things. I'm like, okay, is this, are you telling me that this is something you need tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is this something that the client is telling me that they need maybe a week or two from now? And really thinking about how much time it's going to take me. Because I think what people don't, I think a big part of being busy and then, ending up misaligned is time management, if we're being really honest. You know, it's just like, how much time is this one action actually going to take me? Because sometimes what we do is we're like, oh, I can do that. I can handle that. I can carry that.
Yeah.
But the task that you have at hand is going to take, it's like a monster, and it's going to take you a lot more than what you're putting on, right? It's again, it's just to continue to be like, oh, no, I can do it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I agree with that. Really, like, for me, it's about, like, I don't know. We say this a lot, or Craig says this a lot.
Yeah.
As it's not accountability, but like making it yours.
Yes.
And that's when that busy work stopped.
Yeah.
There were times when I was like, I gotta change the light bulb in the office or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, this project that I'm working on, and this because you're the social queen.
Yeah.
So it's like, that is yours.
Yeah.
And you're not fooling anybody but yourself at this point.
Yeah.
If you take that ownership. So that's kind of when it shifted for me. It's like, this is my project, and the only person I'm hindering by staying busy is myself.
Yeah.
But
well, and then like going off of that, right, like saying like, this is my project, is also, I think, like boundary setting, right?
Yes.
At some point it's like, okay, I'm responsible for this up to this point. At this point, like, I need Jake's input, like I need John's input, I need Craig's input, I need the client's input, I need somebody else other than myself. And I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed, but it's not even really, my fault, right? And it's being able to know, okay, when is the time to like reach out and say, hey, my work has halted, or my workload continues to overflow because I'm waiting on you.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I don't have too much else to say.
No, listen, I think we've said it
I think
all.
we did it.
I think we
did
did.
it.
Yeah.
Said it concise.
Yes.
Said it quickly.
Yep.
And I mean, it was such a fun conversation.
All the time, Jake.
Yeah. Okay. This is what I'll leave off with people then. Are you overworked or misaligned? Maybe you're both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you need Glint to come take a little.
I mean, we're here to help, to reassess, to to pause.
We can align you. We can take some stuff off your plate.
That's what we're here for.
It's kind of I'm not trying to be like.
But it's what we do.
Yeah. But I don't know. I would just, if you're watching this, take a second. Take a second and really think. Have that strategy meeting, no matter what it is, even if it's not work.
Yeah.
If it's your life, you're like, oh, I gotta go make dinner tonight or whatever. It's like, set a plan.
Yeah.
Align yourself with what you need, and maybe you'll overcome that feeling of being overworked or whatever. Yeah. You're like, I've got a goal, whatever it is, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Cue the outro. What an episode. Do you want to see more of the Glint Standard? Click right here. And if you want to subscribe to us, click right here.